California cop is being fired for not using violence to resolve a situation. It says a 20-year veteran of the CSU Monterey Bay police force was given a notice of termination this week for choosing not to immediately resort to violent escalation during a confrontation with a suicidal student. As the officer was the first to appear on scene, and the student had a knife and a hammer and was threatening to light himself on fire. The Marina police chief is a scumbag, said there was clearly a danger to himself and he was in crisis. We were trying to keep him from accessing the weapon or leave to get him medical attention. So what did they do? The Marina police chief, the Marina police, I should say, to get him medical attention, rushed into the room and started tasering him. So instead of immediately resorting to violence, this officer from the Monterey Bay force was talking the student down and de-escalating the situation. The officer was successful in calming the student down and was going to get him a glass of water when the Marina Police Department showed up and immediately the campus officer refused to taser the student as he did not perceive a threat. Subsequently, Rodriguez's department later issued a failure to act complaint against the campus officer, accusing him of not engaging in a highly agitated situation. So that'll tell you right there that the police have a standing order to immediately engage. And that is completely wrong. That's completely opposite of what it should be. But it says it defies logic and is extremely disappointing that at a time when law enforcement is under fire for using more force than necessary, an officer is being terminated for attempting to use civilized methods to resolve a situation, said the student's father. And our officer did not believe there was any threat at all, said Jeff Solomon, the union president. The other officers started yelling and screaming to get down, tasering him multiple times, and from what we understand, told the university officer to tase him again. Because they're all the same group and they have to do the same thing. Or you're not part of the club and you see like this, you get fired. The officer has been on paid leave since April, who, according to his attorney, said she will now file a lawsuit against the university. As we believe the officer in this case exercised restraint and good judgment for not tasering a student that was suffering from mental health issues, said the officer's attorney, Kathleen Storm. This incident highlights a sick and twisted state of today's police force. Darren Wilson shot and killed an unarmed teenager and was not fired. Officer Daniel Pantello of the NYPD placed Eric Garner in a chokehold, a maneuver which has been prohibited by the department since 1993, eventually killing the man. The entire incident was caught on video, not fired. This campus officer chose to use non-violence to try to resolve a situation instead of killing or maiming a person, and he is fired for it. Precedent set. Killing a person, all is well. Not using violence to resolve a situation, fired. Let that sink in. It says the state represents violence in a concentrated and organized form. The individual has a soul, but as the state is a soulless machine, it can never be weaned from violence to which it owes its very existence. Mahatma Gandhi.